Now to execute and compile this file, open the command prompt. Then change the directory in which you have stored your source file. Where is your source file? It is available inside D directory OPJ programs folder, right? That folder is inside the D drive. So first of all, you have to change the directory over here like this. I want to change directory as a D, then press the colon, then press the enter. Then I want to move inside the folder OOPJ programs. To move inside the folder, the command is change directory command cd, the first letter of change directory cd. Then press the space and then press the first letter of your folder. First letter of the folder is O, then press tab. It automatically give you the option of a folder which is available inside D drive and which is starts from OO later. It automatically give you option. Just select that option by pressing the tab key, space then tab key, right? Our file is available inside this folder. You can see here this file by pressing the dir command. This file test.java is available inside this directory, yes or no, right? This file is available. Now I want to compile this file. Now to compile this file, the command is javac. We have already set this path. Then and only then we can get the actual location of this javac file location. Now this javac is a command to compile your Java file. To compile the file, the command is javac, then file name with extension. Our file name is test.java. Press the tab button, tab key or from the keyboard. You will automatically get the option. Here is the test.java is our file name. The command is javac space then file name, right? You will get your program compilation and there is no error inside the program. It compiles successfully. You can see the one newly created file inside your folder and that file is test.java. See here. Test.class is automatically created by javac compiler. This .class file is called as a compiled version of your source file. It stores the class inside it. It stores the bytecode of your source file inside it. This, if you get the same .class file inside the same folder, that means your compilation is done, right? Now how to execute your file? To execute your file, you have to press the command java, then class name in which you have created the main function. Here test is a class name. So I have write java then space then class name. Class name is test. Test class contains the main function, right? That's why I used the test. Don't use dot class. Just use the class name that you have created inside your source file. The test is a class name that we have created inside our source file, right? And press the enter key. You will get the output over here. Welcome to Java world. You will get your output over here. Welcome to Java world. So this means this program successfully compile and execute over here, right? Next is understanding of the program. If you want to create any function, you first need to create a class inside Java. This class is a keyword which is used to declare class in Java. Public, static, both are the keywords are available with Java. Public is a access modifier keywords that provides the visibility option to your function. Public means it is visible to all the classes and it is visible from everywhere, and you can access that particular function from everywhere. Static is a modifier. Again, it's a keyword which is used as a modifier inside Java. Static function is accessible without creating object. So JVM do not require to create an object to access the main function. Void is a return type. Here we have used the void return type because this function returns nothing. That's why the main is next is main keyword. Main is a actually function name, and all the program starts from the main function. This main function is a basically entry point of any program. So if you want to execute your program, you have to create at least one main function. This string, then array syntax, then arguments. Args is a variable name and string array is a data type. Declaration of args variable. This args is a variable of string array type and which will use to store command line argument. What is command line argument? How to get command line argument? That I will cover in a later on lectures. System.out.println, why this syntax is available, that I have already told you. This is the basic syntax to print something, print a statement on a console. This system is a class. Out is a static object of a print stream class inside the system class. So it is accessible by using class name system.out, and out is an object of print stream class, and print stream class having one function println. This println prints the argumented value on the console, right? So this is the basic understanding of the created program. And this thing we have done, how to compile and how to execute your Java application. First of all, we have opened the command prompt. Then we have changed the directory to the D drive. Then we press the command cd space, then folder name in which we have stored our file. Then we for the compilation purpose, we have used the Java C. Test.java is a file name. This is the command to compile your source file. And then to execute your program, we have used the Java, then space, then class name of our program, class name that we have used inside our program. Now try the different syntax for the main function and tell me why this syntax of a main is only like this. Can we use different type of syntax for the main function? For that, we have to try such many syntax for the main function. Use these main functions with a different kind of syntax and tell me whether it is valid or not. This syntax we have already tried over here. The syntax is valid. Inside this second syntax, public static void main string, and I've used the space only. Space not matters to declare the argument in Java. So again, it is a valid syntax. The third syntax, you can use the syntax of array over here with the data type as well as with the variable declaration in Java. So again, this is a valid syntax. We are going to try in our machine also, so that you can get the idea also. This is the 3 dot syntax, is called as a variable length argument syntax in Java. Again, the syntax of a main is correct for the correct. This 3 dot syntax is valid for the Java. You will not get any error for a compilation as well as execution time, runtime error. You will never get the runtime and compilation error for this first 5 things. here I have changed the location of these two keywords. Static is, I have used static modifier first, then I have used the public modifier. Again, if you are going to change the location of these two keyword, you will get your compilation and execution of your program correctly. You will never get the error. Now, if you are not using any one of the keyword in the syntax, static is not used. Static, if you are not using static key modifier, then you will get the runtime error. Runtime error means this function is not accessible by JVM, right? So this syntax is not valid. This we are trying in our machine also. Here public is not used, that's why this is not valid. And here the void used before, the void is used in between public and static. If you want to use any of the return type, you have to use just before declaring the function. This void is a return type, and the syntax of function declaration is only and only first return type and then function name. This is the invalid syntax. You cannot write any keyword in between return type and function name. Here static is a keyword which is used in between return type and main function. That's why the syntax will generate the compile time error. Let's try this syntax in our machine and check whether you are getting the correct output, or whether you are getting the error for that. For that, let's move on our program. And I am changing the location of static then public. I am saving this code and I am compiling it and running it again. To compile your program, you just need to press the up key, Java C, recompile it, then execute it again. You will get the output. That means the syntax of a static public void main is correct. Now I am using the syntax static void public then main, and I am compiling the code. It compiles. Let me save this file first. You will get the compile time error because you have used the keyword void then public. If you are using void then static, then also you will get the same compile time error because the syntax is incorrect. Whenever you are using the return type, you have to use function name after completion of the return type. See here, you are getting the error like invalid method declaration because the declaration of method is invalid, because missing return type, it always generate the error for the missing return type, because this public is a keyword. It is not, this keyword is not used at the place of return type. That's why. So if you are using the static in between void and main, then also you will get the same error, same compilation error. Keep in mind, if you are changing inside your program, first save it, then and only then recompile it, then re-execute it. This file is not able to compile, so that you will not get the execution of the program. Then try the syntax. That means you have to use a public static void main keyword. Now think about, if you are not using public keyword and you are storing the file. I'm saving the file and try to compile it. There is no compile time error, but you will get the runtime error that main method not found, because this main syntax is not like this public static void main. So if you want to execute your program, then you have to write the main function like this only. Otherwise it generates the runtime error. because the syntax that you have written inside the program is correct. That's why it generates the only runtime error. It compiles correctly, but it generates the runtime error because the syntax of your main function is not correct inside the program. Currently, we have used the syntax in our program is static public keyword we have not used. If you are not using static keyword, then it again generates the error. If you are not using static keyword and only using public keyword in saving this code, again it will compile perfectly. Clear screen. Then compile your code. You will not get any compile time error, but you will get the runtime error that main method is not static in a class test. Please define the main method as a static like this. So it will always generate the runtime error if you are not using the perfect syntax of main like this. So are you able to find out which syntax are valid for main and which syntax are not valid for main? This we have done in our program. So here this is valid. First is valid, second is valid, valid, valid. This is again valid, valid. This is not valid because static modifier is missing. This is not valid, public modifier is missing, and this is not valid. It generates the compile time error because the syntax of a function is incorrect in this case, right? Okay, thank you all of you.